is a beautiful day out in Phoenix. We have an Omaha flight with not a lot of bags on it. So we're doing an outbound. We're here at Alpha 6. You see, there's Alpha 6 up there. So we're on concourse number 2. And Tony is working on, that's the water hose right there. So if you can see, he's coiling up the water hose. So he just filled up the plane with the water. One of the subscribers on the channel had a great analogy. It's kind of like when you have an RV and you're going into an RV park and you're hooking it all up. That's exactly what we're doing with the plane. So if you see, like here, we have our ground power, which is the orange hose that's connecting up into the plane. We have our AC, this yellow right here, and then he just filled the plane up with water. So it is kind of like an RV. I love that analogy. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start our load now. I'm gonna load the front bin, and then my teammate Julie is gonna load the back bin. So not a lot of bags. I'm loading F2 here, and of course, I have to have these. These are an essential tool that we use. So I'm gonna climb up in here. Yep. Okay, there we are. Okay, here we are in the bin. I'm gonna see, let's see if this is, I'm gonna put on my knee pads. And if you hear that sound, that is the belt loader saying, hey, I'm gonna start going. So you gotta just be aware of it. I gotta take off my vest. And then I'm gonna pull, this is the power stove. So I'm gonna pull it back into, we're loading 44 bags in F2. So, well, we'll see if we get 44 in. All right, so this is an Airbus A319, and it's just a smaller, we call it the baby bus, because it's the smallest of the Airbuses that we have. But this front compartment is a little bit different than the other Airbuses. So I'm gonna load it a little differently than I normally do in others. So, but we always like to have like a good, like some of the bigger bags, like this is a heavier bag. We like to have kind of the big bags at the bottom because it creates like a good base. Well, and then there's an articulating, like we can go like this and lift this up a little bit so that when we go up higher, that bag was heavy. Okay. So when we go up higher, it helps us not have to lift so much. So I'm always kind of trying to assess. Look. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just stopped the belt for a minute so that I can kind of get on top of, let's see, is that gonna stay? I need some smaller bags, so we're gonna try to stay clear of that black and white line. Oh, that is a heavy small bag. Ugh. There we go. Oh yeah, this is the. Well, I might change that one here in a minute. Actually, we are. But I don't think they're gonna. I'm gonna change this because that one was just on the verge of hitting that black and white line, the max loading height line. So is that it? Oh, we're done. Okay, easy peasy. All right. So I'm just gonna put this all the way back in the power stove, all the way back in so that he can take it back. And we're gonna close up this net now. In between all the different bins, they have this netting, this cargo netting, and it keeps the load secure so that during any type of turbulence or takeoff, landing, all that kind of stuff, that your cargo loads, your baggage loads don't shift in the plane. That causes issues. We do not ever want our loads to shift too much. So we always make sure that everything's secure. Pull them down so that we're way far away from that line. That line is, it tells us we don't want to load over or above that line because the fire suppression system won't have the ability to work. It will impinge or inhibit the ability of that fire suppression system to work if everything's packed all the way to the top and there's no room for that fire suppression system to work. Okay, so I'm just double checking this now. This one's kind of twisted. I'm going to untwist that. And then what we'll do is we'll pull on everything, making sure that they're all tight. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, are you waiting for me? Sorry. So Tony's down there waiting for me because I can't get out of the bin until the belt loader has to stay up high, like with me, so that I can close this final netting. All right. Let's see. We're gonna close up this final bin. This final netting. We don't have anything in F1, so no bags are in this F1 right here. All these clips. Every clip has to be on the netting, and it also has to be in working order, or else we will have to call maintenance. That's a really big deal. We got to make sure that every clip is in working order. Okay, all right, looks good. There we go. All right, all sealed up. Okay, and now he's going to back up the power stove. Look how close. We always have to be very close because it's super close to the engines on that 319. So he's actually going to move that power stove, it looks like, to the back bin over here. That's why he was waiting for me. So you'll see him. He'll head. Doing a test. We'll have to test the weight out or so. And then now he's going to come out there, go up into the bin. We'll go and close this bin. There we are. That's all sealed up, and then we're going to close this in right here. You hear the hydraulic system working on the door. And you know that loud noise? Like, I think he has his APU on. So the pilot has his auxiliary power unit on. So we'll probably end up turning off, unplugging all of our stuff. Okay. Here. We always go this block. Here. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to take off my knee pads, put them away, and we're going to go work on all the gate checks. So gate checks are bags that they throw down the chute. We call the chute. It's like a big slide. It actually looks really fun, but it's right here. See right over there? That's the chute. And it's kind of like a half pipe of, I don't know, piping. So I'm just filming. I'm just talking. Say hi. Say hi. So say hi, James. Jim, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, now I'm going to try to get a hold of the captain up there. See if I can release it. So I'm pressing that button. I'm going to wave at him. See if he sees me. Because before I release the power, I always have to get his approval. Let's see if he, hi. Okay, thank you. Okay, he gave it to me, so now we're gonna stop everything. Okay, thank you. Bye guys, hey Mitch, good. Okay, so now I'm getting these gate checks. These are what came down that like half pipe tube. Oh, thank you. He's bringing down a guitar that I have. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to go unhook everything. Let's see if you can see that. This. I'm going to go all the way up so we hear it clank. There it goes. Did you hear that little clank? I don't know if you heard it, but. And now I'm going to go and hook the air conditioning unit. Yeah, I turned his APU on a long time ago. So anytime he has his APU on, that means he has his own power and his own air. But we always have to get permission from him before we ever turn off the power, because if we turn it off too soon and he doesn't have his APU on, it's like a huge long process for him to start up all of his stuff without any power. So it kind of messes him up if we pull the power without him having his power on. So we're just connecting these little rings so that when the jet bridge pulls, it also pulls the AC unit back. So now I'm going to drive this little tug full of our gate checks. I'm going to drive it around to the balcony. Okay, yay! We have the juice cart coming. She is wonderful.
Hi everyone, come get some juice.
Yes. So our juice cart is essential for us as the temperatures go up. So we have a sugar-free side, and we have water, and then we have our Gatorade side. And this is my good friend. She's wonderful.
Hi everyone.
So, just showing you the juice cart. That this is what. So, kind of like as we're working our flight, she's going to go around. She's going to drive up and around each gate, making sure that anybody who wants juice, that basically electrolytes, is getting them. So we appreciate it, and this is what happens as the temperatures rise. They will have the juice cart come out more often. Anytime I think the temperature is above like 90 or something, they'll start. So, and then for the whole summer long. And it is actually a saving grace out here, especially when it gets hot. So, plug in all of my communication equipment so that I can talk to the pilot during our push. So this right here, this orange cord is our comms cord. It's our communication cord. Right here, this is our security, like our backup. Make sure that it doesn't come out. And we're going to hook up this cord inside to the plane. Okay, and I'll start the walk around after I get this headset.
Well, we got the next inbound on here.
We got the next inbound already? Yeah, at Alpha 6? Yeah, good. Okay. All right, I'm going to start my check. So in my bypass this. Okay. Now I'm going to go walk around. We're looking for all the latches and hatches, looking at the blades on the engine, making sure that those look operable, that there's no like dings or nicks or anything. I'm looking at the wings, looking at these ailerons, I think they're called. They're at the very end, they're for static electricity. You want to make sure that those are always no type of bend or anything in them. So I'm checking the main gear, making sure all those cords are, all those things are plugged in. I don't kind of know, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know all the, I just know how things should look, and if anything looks alive, that's when I report it. I let my manager know when I'm crew chief, or when I'm not a crew chief, I'm letting my crew chief know, let the manager. So, okay, the back fin's all closed up. I'm looking at the fuel cap, making sure that's closed. This other wing going out to the very end of the wingtip, removing the cone to the outside of the safety envelope line, coming along back the wing. Let's see. Let's look at this beautiful engine, see how it's doing. Great. I think some of our Airbus A319s are some of our older planes, but they take really good care of it. So all of that is set. Double check this. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, ready to rock and roll. Woohoo! Okay, so we just heard from the mechanic that we are ready to go, well, in a couple minutes. So I'm gonna do, since it's been over, it's been about 30 minutes, I'm actually gonna do another walk around. We rechocked the main gear back here. If you can see, we rechocked back here. So that's the main gear. So I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna remove the cones from the wingtips and unchock that main gear, and then get ready to go do one more walk around. Just make sure everything's still looking okay. Tony just removed those main gear shocks. I see. Checking the shear bolts. One more time. I hear the jet bridge moving. So if you guys heard that, the bell, remember anytime anything moves, there's always going to be a noise prior to. So it alerts you, like saying, hey, this big, huge, heavy machinery, this big, huge, heavy equipment is moving. So I'm just walking around the plane right now, removing, just removed one cone, looking up the wingtip. I always go along the edges of everything, confirming that's good. Looking at the main gear wheel, looking at the bottom of the water, lab service, the aft compartment doors, the other main gear wheel. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, let the party begin. Okay, so now he's waiting for me to turn on the tug. And then he's waiting for me to give that signal to remove the chocks on the nose gear. I'm putting on my headset now. Just put on my headset, just got in the tug, and I'm gonna call up. Yes, all secure below, clutch check complete, bypass installed, steering disengaged, standing by for brake release and push. Okay, copy that, brakes release, clear to push tail south up gear. Okay, brakes are released. We're gonna turn that off. Release the parking brake, put it into gear. Now I'm going to try to slowly release the brake so it doesn't jolt him at all. There we go. Now we're releasing. Hi, Joe. Okay, this is a 319, so I got to remember to push it out a little bit farther. It has a shorter wheelbase, and so it's really quick to turn. It can get squirrely really quick, so we just want to kind of do it nice and slow and easy. But remember to push farther than I normally do, like on a 321 and a 37. So look, I'm too shallow already. I gotta push it out a little bit farther. Oh, did I let it go to be a little bit shallow, or did I keep pushing it back? Okay, clear to start. Okay, copy that. Okay, I'm just gonna do this with that, just a touch. And not the bet. This is not a good push. Just straighten it, just a touch. Okay. Okay, set brakes. Okay, copy that. Me too. Okay, typically I talk longer to him, but there's a super high-pitched sound in my ear, so I tried to talk as minimally as I could. And I was just giving the brake set signal. And now she released the nose gear. Now reversing. Okay, yeah. And I'm just letting her know with that hand signal right there that she can disconnect the communication cord. So she has the bypass pin in her hand now. And she's going to walk around. She's going to go get the bypass pin to the other wing walker who is holding up the edge. We'll always just say, bye guys, thank you. Have a good flight. Okay, and then just the loops, and now they're off. We started with engine number 1, so I just see it takes a minute for both the engines to start up. It takes about 4 minutes and 32 seconds or something like that for both engines to get all the way spooled to when they start moving. So we're gonna slowly just make sure that we're behind us and put on our parking brake, turn off our push tug, and then they're going to come back and we're going to now put everything away because we have another assignment now at Alpha 12. So here we go, and we do it all over again. It's kind of like NASCAR. This one of my fellow employees said it's kind of like turning planes. We don't do it in 3.5 seconds, but we do try to turn a lot of planes. So. And there it goes. There goes our 319. All right. See you guys.